Hi folks, it's just about 9:31 now. Uh, I have closed both the accounts as I said earlier uh, to basically to maximize my memory. But once you go to virtual machine with elasticity and all those things, then you can open up hundreds of accounts and uh, Amazon will keep feeding you with memory as and when you need. So the market just started. The pooling session will start, I think, at 120 seconds. So maybe at around 120, 9:32 or 9:34, you would see something happening. But the idea is to demonstrate, just to give you a feel of when the trading starts on its own, what actually happens. But every day, the look and feel, everything would be same. Whether it is a bull day or a bear day doesn't matter. It's going to do whatever it has to do based on its intelligence. So one thing you need to see is that how consistent we are with our artificial intelligence, but this is just the feel of it. So let's keep watching this. In the meantime, let me see what is the market doing today. Hold on. Oh, we have it seems like we had a decent start today. Yeah, we have a decent start in the morning, it seems. So that means we should have a pretty decent daily profit is also going up by 2% today. So let's see. So we have a quite a number of stocks on float. So as you noticed on our performance, these float averages to like 2 to 4 days time. Around 2 to 4 days is the average for all the stocks to settle. So let's see what happens. So things are changing as the market is progressing, and we will also keep an eye on what is happening here with the market. So let's see what is happening here. So if I go down here a little bit, it seems like there was a pop early morning at around 9:30. So let it continue. So the artificial intelligence is basically looking into scenarios of more pops or the potential for continuation of breakouts. So if you notice, it did a couple. This guy FISV, it is seeing that it has taken a pop, but at the same time, it's not milking it out because it has its own intelligence built in to see what's going on behind it. So it'll take it out at around whenever it feels that there is a potential that this stock will not rally on anymore. So this is one piece of it. Is they are basically you will be starting to look at uh, the milking strategy here. At this point, there will be no new investment. Well, let me see if they have enough cash also in this account. Cash is there, but not enough, I guess. It's a negative cash. So let it continue. So I'll come back a little later uh, because it's using its own intelligence to see what's going on, and then we'll see what happened back a little later again. It's around 10 or 10. Let's see how the market is doing at this point of time. Uh, on January 23rd at around 10:10, the market is doing reasonably good. So let us see how that particular account, which I'm trying to demonstrate, which is also on the website, that's doing. Seems like we we are. Let me open this again. Uh, it seems like we made a profit of $12,000 so far, uh, and we have more to go. So let's open the window. Usually this is slightly out of sync. It takes a while to sync it up, but at least the fund managers would get an idea about what's going on in those accounts. So you can see all the details of what's happening in that account as the trading is progressing. So it seems like on the right bottom corner, you can see something has been sold. So as you can see on the bottom corner, it's buying and selling at the same time using its artificial intelligence. So it is looking into several things. As I said, it looks into different market conditions. If you see it's buying at this point of time, uh, if you go to the account, it's also looking into the buying power availability, how many stocks have settled, whether the markets are bull. It's going with the market conditions. So in a market like this, which is around getting a sort of bull, you will notice that it will probably not short anything. So it will buy a lot of stocks, but if you see the position sizing here, you won't see any negative today, I guess, because it will not short anything. So whatever it is doing, it's probably taking long positions. So it's all doing on its own. So that's the point which I'm trying to make, that it doesn't need to have any fund manager associated with this account or any account. So as you have seen the consistency also, you will continue seeing that from the reports which we publish. Uh, but this is real-time trading which is going on. See, if you notice on the bottom corner, it's whatever it is doing at whatever time, it's basically reflecting here. Also, we have another feature for our support division, but I will try and show it to you. We also, every trade which happens, it gives a sort of a report on that. So if you look at the execution report, I'm just picking up, there are hundreds of them. Every pooled second, it'll show up reports as to what happened, different types of criteria as to why it got rejected, or what was the risk tolerance criteria which got failed, and so on and so forth. So there are a lot of IP related stuff which is happening behind it, and our support team takes a look into it. But this is a sort of a this gives you a sort of a clue that how this order engine has the capability to basically look into different accounts, understand what is going on, uh, even if it has failed on certain criterias, it will tell us why it has failed. But this is our internal stuff, but I don't want to get into the details of that. Uh, when a connection gets established, it tells you about the connection and so on and so forth. So there are a lot of support related stuff which is happening behind the scenes, but at least it gives our my viewers some detailed idea about what's happening. So every trade which is happening at this point of time, let's see where we are now. We are now at 13,800. So this will sync up little later, but because it goes through a database and all those stuff, but this will sync up little later. But this is actually a real-time trading scenario which every day which would happen. So I hope my viewers gets a very good idea, and as and when a buy and sell is happening, it's doing on its own. So for example, if you take a look at so let's do a sorting first on the unrealized part. And let's see if I pick up this guy Roku. It didn't do anything here because it's still expecting something else to happen. You see this guy AMED, that symbol? It's expecting this stock to go down, and therefore the intelligence is coming on its own and putting a stop limit right there. But on the previous one, it did not because it's expecting some more spike. So it's using its own intelligence, artificial intelligence, and milking profits for us. Uh, the end of the day, it is the ROI which matters, but this is the detailed of it. So let me pause here for a second, and I think my viewers have got a good idea about it.